We have just said that these statements are logically equivalent, meaning that if this one is true, then so is this one, and if this one is true, so is this one. But what if we try to apply the same kind of reasoning to converses? Is a converse equivalent, logically equivalent to the original statement? So now let's write down gift implies good, and see if maybe we can argue the same way to say that they're logically equivalent. Well, if Erik is good, then Erik will get gifts. But if Erik got gifts, can we possibly conclude that Erik was good? See, this statement doesn't tell us anything about what Santa will do in case Erik was bad. So if Erik is good, then yes, he will get gifts. But if Erik is bad, then Santa is free to decide what Santa wants to do. In which case there are two possibilities. Maybe Erik will get gifts, or maybe Erik won't get gifts. So just because Erik got gifts, that does not mean that he was good all year. That just means Santa was nice. So while these two statements are logically equivalent, these two are not. So these are not logically equivalent. But these two are. Well, this makes sense in the context of what we have seen before. Remember, we had rain implies cloud. We know that to be a true statement. But then if you switch things around and look at the converse, cloud implies rain. Is that a true statement? No, not necessarily. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So the statement is not true. And so just because one statement is true does not mean that the converse is true. And here we have the same thing. Here's a statement: if Erik is good, Erik will get gifts. Here, if Erik got gifts, Erik is good. Just because this is a true statement, it says absolutely nothing about this statement right here. Santa might have just been nice and given Erik gifts even though Erik was not good. So this just reinforces the fact that a statement and its converse are not logically equivalent. But this also gives us an example of a statement and another statement that are logically equivalent. Well, this statement has a special name. It's called a contrapositive of the original statement. So let's take a look at a more rigorous definition. A implies B, that's our original statement. The contrapositive would be not A, not B, that is. Not B implies not A.